Welcome to a new news flash from what is it today? The 16th of October 2022. As you might hear from my voice already, I'm a little bit ill. Yeah, it was like long enough that I was avoiding Corona, but yeah, somehow it caught on me. So I have now Corona. This is why you probably will see a little bit less videos as well, and this news flash will be a little bit shorter than usually, and also recording here on a very different location. Yeah, what do you want to talk about as I think the biggest thing, new US sanctions against China that have direct impact, I think, on the whole chip industry and could lead to a new chip shortage, because the US sanctions that are applied right now are basically the Huawei sanctions that we had in terms of chips. So no chips done with US technology now applied for whole China. So no US company is allowed to work with Chinese companies on producing chips that could be used eventually for also military use, which would mean almost everything. And this could mean like a lot. And it's not only companies are not allowed to work there, but also US technology is not to be used without a license for a Chinese company. So let's say you are a Netherlandish company in the Netherlands that is producing a machine that can be used to produce very, very small nanometer chips, and you are using some US technologies in there. The United States says you have to have a license for selling this machine to China. Otherwise, we forbid you to sell this. So this is their idea of how global economy should work, which is a bit of weird in my opinion, but let's say okay. And that's not the only thing. There's another big thing that is new. Even US citizens are not allowed to work for a company in China or for a company that is working for a company in China that has basically taken an order for a company in China. So that means without a license. So if you don't have a license, that means lots and lots of people that were working either for Chinese companies quit already. Basically they quit. It's not they quit. They had to quit, because if they would not quit, what the US government was threatening them with was, we take your passport away, US citizenship away, if you're not doing this. So I'm not sure how to call this, but it is, in my opinion, a bit of I wouldn't call it global economy method. It's a bit of mafia methods here that the US is like using, and without it doesn't make much sense, in my opinion. You can write down in the comment section if you have a different opinion and try to tell me what is the idea behind it, because everything that's claimed, we don't want the Chinese to have like an advantage in chip technology, in to help upgrading their military with modern technologies and so on. Yes, okay, but not with this kind of sanctions that are like so widespread that they literally are destroying almost all of those Chinese chip companies in one day. And that, of course, those chip companies are not like working completely independent. They are almost always working together with various different companies outside of China as well, because it's technology, it's a global market. And with them like suddenly gone, who will replace them? It's not like that from one day to another you can replace the whole company and their infrastructure and their ideas and the way they build stuff. So this will lead definitely to another chip crisis, I'm pretty sure, if not even worse. I remember here in Germany, for example, my insurance card that has a tiny little chip there for my health insurance. I had to wait for it. Could not be delivered because chip crisis. And lots of other things like replacement parts for smartphones or other things. Can forget about it. Then all the grand new smartphones, the great new smartphones, especially camera smartphones that are about to come out, forget about it. I'm pretty sure they're not coming out. So we have the Oppo Find X 6 Pro, I think it is now, that is allegedly supposed to be coming with an IMX 989 processor, so the same 1-inch sized sensor that we have in the Xiaomi 12S Ultra. And also, what do we have there? We have the what is it, Sharp Arcos R7 or something like this, also having the same. We have the Mate 50 Pro that I have here in my hands. Yes, it arrived, and if you're interested in this, I already did a video about it. But yeah, all the other phones that should come out, the Honor smartphones, I'm recording here with the Honor Magic 4 Ultimate, the successor of this one here with an IMX 989 probably, and very large other sensors probably not coming out, at least not if they don't have it already produced somehow so far in the stack that it is produced already. I could imagine this being like a huge impact on the whole industry, and could lead to a technological standstill for a few years, I would say. And of course, new things can be born out of it. In China, first of all, they will definitely come up with interesting new solutions eventually, but also around the world they have to come up with new interesting solutions if those Chinese firms are not there anymore producing the stuff for them. So they have to come up with new interesting solutions. But what will be clear here is that, and it's nothing to do with the inflation rising in Europe and I think the whole world a little bit, is no, this is not the only thing that will then rise. It's not only the inflation, but the prices in general will go higher for sure for technology in itself. And this would mean smartphones will be a lot more expensive, and televisions, washing machines, everywhere where you find chips, tablets, televisions, I already said, everything that has a chip inside will be a lot more expensive. So we are going onto a path that is clouded in darkness a bit, just like full, like my nose is stuffed right now. So yeah, I don't have really good hope. I don't see much of things developing in a positive way here, I have to say. And yeah, I don't like this. I really don't like this, because even if you have like different political opinions, if you have some security and alleged also, I think sometimes also valid security risk assumptions that you have to take, and sometimes even like say, no, this Chinese company, you don't have access to our user data, or you're not allowed to send the data to China or something like this. Yes, you can do, you have the possibility to do such things, but killing off a whole industry in a different country, this is already, or taking a step that has as a result basically killing almost the whole industry of this country, has a huge impact, especially in such a globalized world where China is the factory, the factory of the world right now. And without alternatives rising up very quickly, this is a very unwise step to do. That's just my opinion. Even if I have maybe, I'm not even talking about politics here. It's just like in general from the technology standpoint, and we all are tech lovers here on the TechView podcast. It is insane, in my opinion. This is the big news that I wanted to talk about, even though I apologize still for this little bit of illness here. Like I said, the Mate 50 Pro is here. I will do some videos. I did a video, an unboxing video of this one here in a first look. And the Mate 50 Pro, I also did a comparison with the P50 Pro before I fell ill, so probably this will be released next week as well. Otherwise, I will do, of course, some videos about the Mate 50 Pro, comparing it with the Mate 40 Pro, with the Magic 4 Ultimate that I'm recording here with, and many other phones. The Xiaomi 12S Ultra, for example, also took some pictures for comparison here. Also the various different color profiles and so on. So yes, there will be lots and lots of stuff coming for the Mate 50 Pro. Some people were asking me, what about the iPhone 14 Pro? Can you compare it with the Mate 50 Pro or with the P50 Pro or whatever? Nope, it's not going to happen. All my experience with getting iPhones or trying to get iPhones so far in the last 3 to 4 years was so horrible that I decided now, after I think after a bit of struggling to get the iPhone 14 Pro, I decided to finally not get it anymore, because it's just not worth it waiting so long. And there will be no iPhone 14 Pro. If you send me one, of course, Apple or someone else who wants me to test it, I gladly accept it. Otherwise, I will not be pursuing getting an iPhone 14 Pro for testing here. That's this enough told. Otherwise, if you're interested in the Asus Zenfone 9, last week I did some videos about this as well. There are no new videos that I produced besides the Mate 50 Pro against P50 Pro camera comparison that I told you about, because felt ill. And it's not only stuffed nose, it was also a bit fever. Now it's a bit better. This is why I'm recording here right now. But it's not something that I wish anyone to have, because it's like a shitty illness. Even if you're boosted, have like 3 or 4 shots with the vaccine, it can hit you hard. Anyway, that's it for this newsflash of the, 16th of October, I told you. 16th of October 2022. Hopefully next time a little bit more healthier. Until the next time. Bye.